NFL officiating has been absolutely atrocious this season. NFL referees are having the worst possible season we've ever seen referees have in the NFL. I know in the past years, the referees have dictated games in the NFL by making bad calls after bad calls, especially in the playoffs. I can recall the 2018 NFL playoffs when it was the NFC Championship game between the Rams and the Saints. There was 2 minutes remaining in the game. The Saints, all they needed was a first down, and they were going to walk it off with a field goal. And they would have gone and played in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. We finally would have got Drew Brees versus Tom Brady in the playoffs, and the Saints might have actually won. But so there was 2 minutes remaining. All the Saints needed was a first down and walk it off with a field goal. So Drew Brees gets the ball and he throws to one of his wide receivers. He throws the ball. Before the wide receiver can even catch the ball, the defender tackles him. So it's a clear PI call. And the defender also uses his head to hit the wide receiver in the head. So it's a clear head-to-head hit. So the referee could throw flags for two calls, for PI and head-to-head. So the referee standing in front, who sees the whole play happen, ignores everything, ignores the whole situation that he clearly sees going on. He clearly sees a PI. He clearly sees a head-to-head hit. And if he throws a flag on that play, Saints get a first down and they clearly walk it off and they go to the Super Bowl. But he doesn't. He does not call anything. The Saints lose the ball. The Rams get a chance. Now the Rams go down the field and they score a touchdown to tie the game. And the game goes to overtime. The Saints get the ball to start the game. And you think, oh, you know what? Justice, karma. The Saints will win this game. It doesn't matter what the referee did to fuck them up. No, they're about to win this game. But unfortunately for the Saints fan, Drew Brees throws a pick and the Rams get the ball in a perfect field position. They go down the field and they get a field goal and they walk it off and they get and they go to the Super Bowl against the Patriots. And we clearly saw the referees dictate that game because the Saints clearly won that game. They should have been in the Super Bowl. So that was an awful call. But we've only seen that happen once in a while in the NFL. But what's going on this year? We've seen that situation happen every single game in the NFL. Every game that I turn on, you can clearly see the referees are dictating what teams are going to win, what teams are going to go to the playoffs, and what teams are going to have a losing record. Because they keep calling absolutely egregious calls. They're throwing flags for PIs that are not PIs. The defender is barely touching the wide receiver and the referee is like PI. And when there's a clear PI, where the defender clearly takes out the wide receiver, they just ignore him. They're just like, no, I didn't see anything happen. No PIs. There's no consistency. We're even seeing head-to-head hits. We're seeing wide receivers take shots to their head by the defender, and the referee standing in front are just like, didn't see it happen. Did not see it happen. I can recall 2 months ago, it was the Green Bay Packers against the Minnesota. Davante Adams, one of the best wide receivers we have in the game. Aaron Rodgers throws the ball. He's about to catch it. He takes a head-to-head hit with two defenders. Two defenders hit him head-to-head. And an NFL referee standing in front who sees Davante Adams get hit in the head, ignores it. The trainer comes on and you can clearly see that Davante is concussed. They take him to the tent to see how badly concussed he is, and he does not return to the game. So we're seeing them not be consistent with their calls, and they're missing clear head-to-head hits. They're clearly missing PIs, and they're calling things that are not PIs. Things that they're consistent with is taunting. Yeah, that's right. They're calling everything taunting. Yeah, those 15-yard penalties, they are calling it. Yeah, those things they're on their tails for. Yeah. Anytime a defender, offensive player looks at the other team, taunting, 15 yards. Those things they're consistent with. They're bad at it, but they're consistent with. And rushing the passer. Anytime a quarterback gets touched, especially Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, they get touched, they get breathed on, pass rush. Easy flag for them. Quarterback gets touched, breathe on, that's easy. But they've not been consistent throughout the whole NFL season that we're having this year. They've been at their worst. Every single game I turn on, there's 10 flags on the field. Yep, there we go. Every single play, there's 10 flags. There's going to be PI, there's going to be head-to-head, there's going to be head-to-head, there's going to be pass rushing, everything you can think about. Yep. And the referees throws a flag sometimes and they don't even know for what. And they make up shit because they don't even know what happened. Now it comes back to, how do we fix it? How do we fix NFL referees being so awful? How do we fix it? And it's very simple. It's not actually that hard. When you turn on the game to watch NFL on Sundays, on Mondays, on Thursdays, those people that you're watching, right? Those people with the white stripes, you might be thinking, his job is just being an NFL referee, right? Like he must not be doing anything else with his life. He must just be an NFL referee full time, and he must be getting all his money from the NFL. But that's not true. No. So the people you see on Monday Night Football, people that you see on Thursday Night Football, on Sunday that are wearing the white stripes, guess what? They're part-timers. They're part-timers in the NFL. You know what they do? They're lawyers. They're dentists. They're doctors. They might even be accountants. Yeah, that's right. So the person you see wearing white stripes that's maybe doing a 6 o'clock on a Monday night, guess what? After he's done the game, he's not going to go home and enjoy dinner with his family. No, he's going to go home and sleep because he has to wake up early in the morning so he can go to his actual full-time job. That's right. He has a full-time job besides being an NFL referee, besides refereeing the biggest game in the world. He has other jobs. So how do we fix it? We make NFL referees full-time. This is only their full focus. You focus on NFL, nothing else. You study the rules of the NFL. In the off season, you study the rules. You look at tape. You look at everything. And you study and you get better. Like what other players do in the NFL, how players study, how coaches study. That's what we need NFL referees to do in the off season. We need them to look at the rules that the NFL has implemented and study them and put them into use. We need to see them get better. And when we have bad referees, you know what should happen to them? They should get fired. Because when NFL players are bad on the football field, when a wide receiver can't catch the ball, can't block, when a running back cannot run, when a defender cannot sack the quarterback, when a cornerback cannot defend the wide receiver, guess what happens to those players? They get waived, they get fired. When coaches have a bad season, they get fired. The same thing needs to happen to NFL referees. They need to get fired if they're bad at their job. Make them full-time and fire the ones that are awful. What's happening now is that we have part-time referees, and when they're bad, no worries. They will be there in the next Sunday. Nothing will happen to them. You will get nothing bad talked about them, nothing will happen to them, and they will have their job. So change it and make them full-time and fire the ones that are bad.